Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another terrible Wednesday in this cyberpunk dystopia. My name is Jonathan Kenny, director for the evening, and these are my victims. Say hi, victims. Cool. So last time, the our group of ne'er-do-wells were gearing up to possibly do some kind of small heist to get some information for peoples that shall, for the moment, remain unnamed. These counter elements that have contacted them. And as usual, it all went wrong. First, the fallout from Dottie's cute little date with her ex that resulted in Vaughn going to help her with her drive of shame back to the apartment. Been being very upset about everything still. Eventually waking up the next morning and figuring out what to do for the day, taking care of their downtime and their obligations before eventually most of them making their way up to Phoenix HQ, where Ben was at his day job, and they noticed a couple of people coming in that really probably shouldn't be there. And after very vaguely asking Ben for help and then not asking Ben for help outright when they asked, "What can I do?" everything went downhill very, very quickly. Which, to make a long story short, resulted in Ben being separated from the group. A very large swath of Phoenix HQ being destroyed. Eskel Novak almost dying from a helicopter. Only almost. Much to everyone's consternation. Ben being captured and the party on the run. Eventually following a sign with a seeming glitch in it saying the word Veritas. The party found themselves in an old abandoned section of the city where they found a bunch of people, the most interesting of which turns out to be Revna Novak, the long-lost mother of this one. But before we go back there, we have to go back, I think about 20 years?
20.
15?
19?
12.
12? Okay.
Who are we talking
Well,
about?
Don't you worry.
Oh.
Ben, you find yourself waking up, as you always do, in the smell of sterilized hospital with bright white lights above you. You can feel that you are in a recovery room, the sheets starched underneath you. Think you feel a very a solid, a new tight scar across your chest where there wasn't one before.
Ben would kind of groggily wake up. Still a bit annoyed from an argument that was had earlier that day. And we'll try to sit up and kind of look around, see who's there. If anyone's there.
Don't get up so soon. You should know better than right after a surgery.
Yeah, sorry. I thought maybe they were here. Guess they're not.
I was, Do you want to talk about it?
On all this pain meds? Fuck it, sure.
No, you're right. I shouldn't be accosting you while your defenses are still low.
No,
It
no,
can wait for later. It's
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
As you open your eyes, can you describe Simon for everybody?
Yeah. So Simon is a middle-aged gentleman. Has a lot of Doctor Strange going on. So he has like slick back hair with like white, with like the white gray kind of on the sides.
Hmm.
Close crop, clean. That's going a little salt and pepper. And he has augmentations like on his hands necessarily to kind of steady his hands, but otherwise he seems pretty much normal. There's no like cosmetic
He has
augmentation.
a very fancy looking pair of spectacles on his face,
Yeah.
and you can see his aforementioned fingers that are augmented are going at like Mach speed over some kind of data pad.
And he wears obviously like a doctor's coat and stuff like that, but he seems to be a respectable gentleman for the most part.
And he puts the data pad to the side after he finishes whatever he was inputting and says, "Well, if you're sure, then by all means."
I asked if there's a possibility that maybe I could start submitting for college, and I was told no.
By your parents?
Yeah. They told me
Right.
that it's too dangerous and that I'm too far away from them, and what if something were to go wrong and they won't be anywhere near to help? Got into a big argument. But stormed out before I came here. Haven't really had time to process it.
That is unfortunate. You know, depending on which university you went to, you would probably have much closer access to the kind of treatments and emergency treatment that you would need.
I mean,
Like-
I want to do what you do. I want to be able to be like a doctor who can, like, fix people. But they don't see it that way. They see me as running off and abandoning them or some shit.
Well, that is, suppose that is what parents do. I'm afraid I wouldn't know myself. Never really knew my father, and my mother was ill most of her life, which is why I got into this business as well. So they never really had the opportunity to hold me back.
I guess I sometimes wish what it would be like if they weren't here, but I don't wish that upon anyone, and I'm sorry that you went through that.
Quite all right. But you are a very intelligent individual, Bin. It would be a shame to see you not live up to the potential that you want to have.
Well, see, Mom seemed pretty adamant about me not doing anything. I mean, I even showed her all the possibilities for the different colleges. There was even one that was specifically like right next in Phoenix. It was in Phoenix in the epicenter. It's not that far from here. I wouldn't even have to travel that far. And who knows, maybe some nights I could stay at your place, or who knows, go back and forth. But she wasn't hearing about it, so.
You feel he just slowly starts like petting your hair a little bit, and he's just looking at you with a very tender look on his face, just like, again, I wish it was a problem I knew how to fix. Maybe I could have a word or two with them.
I mean, they might
Are
listen to you.
they still keeping you from the voluntary operations as well?
No, they're fine with those. And I don't mind doing them. Helps people out, so.
You know, parents often have a hard time letting go, or so I've been told. There's some kind of connection there that I've never really understood between parents and their children. But you see, he looks like he's about to say something and then, like, clearly thinks better of it, and in your drug-addled state, you're not even sure of what the impetus behind that might be. He eventually says, "You're a good boy, Ben.
I try.
I'll see what I can do. But one way or another, I will make sure that you can go to whatever university you want."
I appreciate it. Am I able to put you on as a reference?
Of course. Then he kind of gently pushes you back into your bed as the drugs, your brief moment of consciousness starts to fade. And then we cut forward in time to a very similar situation. The feeling of starch, bed sheets beneath you, bright white lights above you. The only difference this time is that rather than a soft, comfortable feeling of having something fixed with you, you feel in pain. Not just the dull, slightly amnesic feeling of coming off of drugs, but the sense of a dull throbbing in the back of your skull, feeling of difficult, like, burns on half of your skin, that the feeling of the starch sheets itself is pain to your skin. And even as you try and pull up away the same way you did 12 years ago, you feel yourself yanked back, and you look down and see manacles on your wrists, chaining you to the bed. Easy now, Ben.
I think he fucking stays silent because he knows that voice.
It's a good thing they managed to get to you when they did. You were about to overload your entire system. Ben? My boy, talk to me.
What is around in the room?
You open your eyes and you see what looks like mostly a sterile Phoenix room, except this one does not have windows, and you can see open surveillance cameras in every corner that are covering the entire room. And currently the only person in the room at a quick glance is Simon.
I think once he sees Simon, he very quickly is trying to pull his wrists free.
You are going to hurt yourself. Please do not make me order 50 more cc's of... I don't want to put you out again, Ben.
He slowly stops struggling. What happened?
Your friends attempted... I guess you could call it treason. They were attempting to break into the CEO's office and steal information, and you stopped them.
if I stop them, then why am I tied down?
You have to understand, you were a threat to yourself just as much as everyone around you. These augments in you, they're not what I put in you once upon a time. We don't know what they are or why they're doing this. This is incredible. Very confusing, but incredible nonetheless. This sort of, I would call it evolution if technology could do something like evolution.
You, you weren't supposed to put augments in me, though.
I didn't. That's what I'm saying. There were no MG augments in you when I was in charge of your care. And yet somehow... you were glorious, Bin. Dangerous, but glorious.
Did they hire you after you got out of jail?
Of course they did. They weren't going to let a mind like mine go to waste.
Is there any scalpels or anything nearby?
Let's make it a fortune roll.
Okay. Hey, so that...
No. This room, other than the bed that you are in and the cameras in each corner and the door in one corner, completely devoid of any other kind of... Like, there's no utensils in here whatsoever. Nothing that could be used as a bludgeoning or a stabbing implement.
So what now?
Well, we figure out what happened.
What happened with them? With
With the tech in your body, Bin. For this sort of thing to happen suggests a higher power at hand. This was no mere accident.
what?
I would really rather prefer you do this voluntarily, Bin.
Why the hell would I let you touch me?
Because you're like a son to me.
Like a son? Do you have any remorse for what you've done?
I regret that your parents made it necessary to dispose of them in such a way, but I would really not have rather that happen. But they were obstinate, and they would have held you back. And you would have been a nobody, Bin. You would have been nothing.
Yeah, but if I was nothing, I would have been safe. From you.
I'm very sorry you feel that way, Bin. Truly, everything I did was for your benefit. And for the benefit of everyone on Nova.
Why is it that I always fall into people who think that they're doing good for the people of Nova? And they end up getting me hurt. I'm not consenting.
That is unfortunate. Well, just as I would not let your parents get in the way of your potential, I will not let you get in the way of your potential either. And he stands up and goes to the door. And you see kind of just out of the corner, you hear him say, "No one is to enter or leave. Have him prepped for surgery in 3 hours." Actually, he looks at the time. I need to make sure I get the full 8 hours before this happens. Make it 12 hours from now. And without even looking back, closes the door behind him.
This is useless, but Ben is going to try and break out of the manacles.
You feel weaker than you felt since getting together with this group of people that have been your friends for the past 2 months. You pull, and you can feel it chafing against your wrist, almost bloodied. And you hear an automated voice come from the console that is behind you. It says, "Boop. Please refrain from destroying your restraints. You will be sedated if necessary to prevent damage."
Fuck you! Going to continue.
You hear like one more warning, and then you hear a pneumatic hiss, and you see in the tube going down to your arm, which you can't reach with your other one to pull out the IV, you see a dark purple serum start to flow down it and into your veins, and you suddenly feel very woozy very fast. And it doesn't knock you completely unconscious, but it's almost more of a paralysis than a full sedation. And your muscles all just kind of like loosen up to the point where you can't move, and your head kind of flops over to the side where there would be windows if there were any. And you see another figure that was definitely not there before. Figure that is holding your left hand. I'm so sorry, son. I'm so sorry. And as you feel your consciousness fade, your father's face fades from your view. And we cut back to the other group of troublemakers. Currently, Revna is hugging Vaughn, I believe. This is where we left off.
Fawn
And I
is
think
just
more in
gonna
shock
stand
than
there.
anything, she was taking it, yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually she pulls back. Oh, Vaughn.
Where the fuck have you been?
That's a very long story.
I got nothing but time. Start talking.
We don't have a lot of time, actually, so, Ghost. And you see one of the other people with all of their guns drawn drops it and walks over to all of you and has what kind of looks like a stun gun at first. And when she notices you guys, probably like, whoa, what the fuck? She's like, don't worry, it's just need to get rid of any tracking devices on you. This is only a temporary spot, and then we can move to a safe house.
Fine.
It's non-negotiable. And she goes up, and before you can even do anything, just like slaps you on the wrist, and you feel like this electrical jolt go through your entire body. And then you hear a fizz, and out of your mechanical arm, what looks like a literal bug falls out. But then you notice it is like an actual mechanical bug. Phoenix has been really good with their keeping things under the radar lately, and goes over and does the same thing to Dottie and Hayden.
Hayden's probably gonna step back when they get close. He doesn't look.
Really, it's just a light shock. It's like, have you ever like static shock? Like if you.
I can't get rid of it.
Why not?
because this is a mistake.
Hayden, will you just fucking do it?
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's a mistake. We'll get you set up and you can go, all right? And she gets a little closer with like a handout held, like, "Hey, we're buddies. I'll help you get out of here."
And he's gonna fucking believe her.
And then you feel it hit you and just ah. And off of you, Hayden, like 10 fucking bugs fall off. Sorry. You can still go if you want to, but at least now we don't have to worry about anyone following you.
He looks like...
It really got us a few great people out here, Rev. Yeah, I know, Ghost. Come on.
Was that helicopter shit you? Because you missed.
Yeah. Well, we got you out, didn't we? Come on, this place isn't safe. And she and the small contingency start heading down the stairs that you saw earlier. Navigating very lightly around a number of traps that are still laid there, which they point out to you to make sure that you don't accidentally trigger any of them. Ghost, who is a younger male individual with light, I would call it dirty blonde hair, with almost as many augmentations as Vaughn has, who is the one who did the debugging, is Vaughn. I think you can probably like see like knows that this is probably like a hacker like you to a certain extent. Just because like the augmentations are clearly like functional, but they also look cool.
Not. Oh.
But I'm just like, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, he's got like strobing red LEDs going up
well,
his
that's
arm.
just tacky.
Okay, well, he thought it was
Damn. All right. Well, I guess I'll let Dax know.
You're not talking about like a bodega sign. You're talking about like LEDs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. It's fucking gamer subs, you know, it's not sponsored.
Oh, cool.
He goes over and like puts out a hand for a handshake to Vaughn. He's like, "Reaper, right?"
God, I wish everybody would fucking stop calling me that. Yeah.
No, I remember back when you were XX_Reaper.
No!
With
Stop!
3 and a 4. No, we
Can we
talked
go?
a lot
Can
on
we
those
fucking go,
forums.
please?
It's just really great to finally meet you in the flesh.
Oh my god.
And he heads down the stairs. They follow you. You follow them through a set of underground passages that are clearly like linked between a number of these derelict houses that have just not been occupied for years, if not decades, before eventually it comes out to what can only be described as like a lair. It has a really nice computer set up in one corner. There is a kitchen and fresher in one area, and the folks that you were following have like a rack that they put their weapons up on. And Revna just says, "Come on in, make yourselves comfortable. Now we can talk, whatever it is that you need to talk about, but we still don't have too terribly much time."
You gonna tell me why you fucking left?
Yes, but I feel like we should probably do that over some food, because it's going to be a bit of a tale.
What
It
the hell
wasn't-
is this place?
This is one of the headquarters of Veritas.
Okay. Elaborate.
You could maybe call us a truth-seeking organization. Your father would probably call us terrorists or insurgents, but to each their own.
So which one are you? Truth seekers or terrorists?
Depends on which side of the fence you're on, isn't it? What were the Tarnished Pearls like? Were they a gang or were they family?
How the fuck did...
Come on, let's get some food. You all...
Vaughn is looking around for Bun.
You take a quick look around. There is 3 other folks in here other than Ghost. One of them is a woman who is like a solid 6 foot tall, and looks like she is ripped underneath the clothes that she is wearing. You can see muscles in any of the exposed skin. And you actually realize with a start that you recognize her.
Oh no.
No, not Valkyrie.
No. I know what you're gonna say.
Okay. This is another XMG. Who went by Black Jag. But her real name was Cat T. Hale.
Oh.
The other one is there's Ghost, who you met, and there's another woman who looks almost high society, with this long black hair, and very fine Augs that are meant for form rather than function. She looks like she would mix in very well in any kind of those really horrible occasions that you never wanted to go to with your father, where he was rubbing elbows with everybody around him to make deals. And the last one is a very lanky-looking guy, who is almost looks a little twitchy, with blonde hair, and you can see he has street racing Augs on him, things to help him drive cars more easily.
He's got red fire stripes on his arms.
Yeah, exactly.
Fire. Fire.
But no bunny.
Okay.
Okay. Revna leads you to the kitchen and pulls out some Insta rations. We don't have time to make a real meal if what I suspect is going down, but you wanted answers, and you definitely need something in your bellies before anything else happens, so... Start with your first question. Where have I been? Well, I've been here. And the reason I left was pretty simple. It's that your father is a shithead, and a scoundrel, and a thief. I met him at a symposium for, a bunch of new drugs that were coming out on the Phoenix market. I was an up-and-coming surgeon, and kind of swept me off my feet. And we got together and we had you. And when I was still doing, staying at home taking care of you, I saw something I really shouldn't have. And the the veneer was broken, and I suddenly started seeing all of the cracks in the facade that is the corporations and this world we live in. And one day your father found out, and I knew I had to disappear. But I knew that I wouldn't be able to do it with you, or he'd get both of us.
Fuck both of you.
You know, it's fair. You wanted an answer, and I gave you one.
So what did you see?
All of this gestures like up towards the city in general. Is just like all of this is it's bullshit. It's She puts down the drink that she was holding and just everything that the corporations say that they've created, all of these wondrous technological innovations that they say that they and only they are responsible for. It's not them. The power that we use, the medicine, the technology, none of it is made by them. It's stolen from something. I could never get close enough to see exactly what it was, where they were keeping the source of all this tech, but it's not them. Not a single innovation in the past 300 years has been from Phoenix, or from Myrmidon, or from any of these other fuckers. Someone else is behind them creating all this shit, and they're taking advantage of it. And they're pushing everyone down beneath them because they own whatever it is that's making all of it. Or whoever.
I just look over at Dottie. I mean, is that the voices you keep hearing, we keep hearing?
I don't know.
We knew that you guys were important because we've seen some of those old records of what Dottie was dealing with in that project that you guys were working on, and her records from when she was in jail, those voices that she was hearing. We knew that was important somehow, and we had to get you away. But before we could make our own jailbreak, Eskel did. And he got you under his thumb, and we've been looking for a way to get you out ever since.
So the voices that I'm hearing mean something?
Dottie,
I'm infected, or
we don't know. But whatever's going on in your head, it's not delusions. It's not just your brain. It's something trying to communicate. At least that's what we think.
I know. But nobody fucking believes me.
I believe you, Dottie. We all believe you.
Dottie's gonna give her a hug.
She gives it back. So, yeah, this is the HQ such as it is. Now, as for why I think we don't have much time, your buddy Bin, well, I don't think he's in such a... They're not in such a good spot themselves.
They made their fucking choice.
Bin is the second part of the puzzle, though. Because we've looked over Bin's records, too. They never put any MG tech in him, and now they are. We don't know why the fuck that is, but I think it's for the same reason that Dottie's been hearing voices. Even if the MG tech is more integrated with the body than everyone else's cyber tech is, it's still from whatever this source is. And the fact that they became an MG out of nowhere, despite Eskel's attempts to bury that knowledge, it's important. So, yeah, maybe Bin made a choice, but if nothing else, we need them.
Who's doing all this research?
The guy from earlier just kind of like pops his head out and is like, "Yo!"
Is this the guy with the fucking red lights, or?
No, this is
Oh.
Ghost.
Oh, this is Ghost.
He's like, "Yeah, nice to meet you, Ghost. Best hacker on the team and in any of the cells. At least I like to think so."
Okay.
Well, maybe not now that you're here, Reaper. I've still got a few back doors from when I was with your father, but we don't use them very often. Thankfully, Ghost doesn't need them too much. That's
So are we?
That's
are we-
Alter, by the way. Pointing over at Kat. That one over there is Grim, looking at the
Together you are.
Grim is the woman with the very like high fashion face, and that one over there is Crash. He's the speed demon. They all kind of like wave as they're introduced.
Is that it?
That's it for this cell. There's a few others out there, but OPSEC means that we can't know who everybody is in this group. Otherwise, one group gets dismantled and everyone's at risk.
So what's the goal for this group? What are you, like, freedom fighters or some shit? Are you a
Whatever-
revolution?
Whatever this tech is that the CEOs have a handle of, whatever's giving them this edge in the world, it's not only a crutch, but it's a crutch that they're using to bludgeon everybody that doesn't already have control of it. They keep everybody down in the slums, and they keep them appeased with free food and free housing that sucks, but is enough to keep you alive. And everybody is fed this lie of, oh, anyone can be the next CEO. But there's only room for one at the top, which means that a million others gotta suffer because of it.
Trickle down economics. It never works.
Hush, Ben, you're not there.
This is what I was trying to fucking find out. So I was trying to get into his office. So you should let me go back.
No, Vaughn.
Why not?
We could, but they're gonna be on very high security these days after your last attempt.
Are you sure we're safe down here?
Safe as anyone can be in a place where there's an eye on every corner. That's why we went through the subterranean levels to get here. They will know that you went into that place that we booby-trapped, but Everything else down these stairs is a labyrinth, and this is as safe as you could possibly be. Anywhere
Did you
else
say
there's
something
a
about?
anywhere else there's a street camera, there's someone's personal photography that's going on, they'll be able to track you one way or another.
We've got to be careful because they're absolutely looking for us.
Oh, I know it.
If not us, Starboy.
Oh, was our, like, pictures on the fucking billboards not, you know, enough of a hint that they're looking for
Oh, no.
us?
Speaking of Starboy, been rather quiet. How you holding up?
He's gonna get up and leave the room.
Oh, Daddy's gonna follow him.
I think Revda probably like puts up a hand and says, "He probably needs a minute," but, and then she looks over at Kat, also known as Alter, and just kind of like nods, and she goes to, if not follow and talk to Starboy, at least to make sure that he's not going to wander off somewhere that they're going to die. Last thing we need is both of you getting lost out there. Don't worry, Cat will bring him back. Y'all good?
No. Carry on.
I guess we'll skip over to Starboy while you two.
I want to point
regain
out
yourselves.
this person was made before you, okay? So go fuck yourself, Cork.
The Scottish intensifies.
So Starboy, Hayden, what are you up to?
What is in, like, is the main room, like, are they in, like, a... You said, like, it's like a lair, like, how big is it? How much space can you actually get?
There's not really individual rooms. This is clearly like maybe some kind of old warehouse or docking facility that's been converted. There's like, you know, wires everywhere, and the only sense of privacy anywhere is probably the fresher, which is got like one urinal and a sonic shower that really doesn't hide too much. There's like a family room and living quarters, for lack of better terms, but it's all very packed into like 1,000 square feet.
He's just looking for a corner.
I mean, a corner's easy enough to find.
I just like a space, you know, like when you don't really, you have no idea where you are,
Mhm.
and you're just looking for anything, anywhere. So yeah.
You just, there's like you shove yourself in the corner between like the bathroom and the living quarters.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like, I mean, he looks really like vacant. He's looked vacant since they got down here. Yeah, he's just yeah.
While you're busy disassociating, you hear a voice behind you. You guys said it, so I'm gonna go with it. It's a lot to take in, isn't it?
He's gonna like glance like he heard who was talking to him, but then he's just gonna...
I know it's quite a lot, but if you need space, you can keep it, but if you need to talk, I'm here as well. You're Starboy, right? where you were.
He's just looking at her like,
Black Jag. Don't know if you know me. Or at least I was.
would he?
Probably.
He-
She used to be a Myrmidon MG. Once upon a
Okay.
time.
He probably looks like he recognizes her.
No, she was not. Fuck you. She was not.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well,
Oh,
The pretty one, the Keith Saith, whatever the fuck it's called.
Okachi.
got it. He'll look like he vaguely recognizes her, and then he's just gonna kind of slowly turn his head like he doesn't really know what to say.
Just curious. You planning on running forever, or just want to know? Like, I can give you space if you need it, but if you're just gonna lose it and go haywire over here in the corner by yourself, then I'd rather do something about it.
Why am I here?
Because they'll kill you if you're not.
Great.
Also, your friends need your help.
Mm. Seems like you all have it covered, so.
Was the to them needing your help or them being your friends?
I don't know who you are.
Right.
Not that that is any different.
Right. So it's gonna be like that then. And then you feel a hand grab you by the shoulder and just like yank you around. And she is very strong. Like you can feel the muscles underneath her clothes. And she grabs like whatever is left of your coat and just like pushes you up against the wall. Listen right now. These fuckers, been hanging with them for a long time. So if you're gonna do something stupid, get us all killed, I'm only gonna need to take care of that problem. I'm the muscle here. Don't make me need to use it against you. Got it?
Got it.
She lets go.
I made her.
There's a lot more going on here than your fragile little feelings, Starboy. Your world's been turned upside down. Big fucking deal. We've all been there. Better get used to it, because you're never going back to where you came from.
Is that all?
Is that all?
Is that all?
Sure. Just letting you know there won't be a second conversation.
What do you want from me?
I want you to get your head out of your arse and help your friends. Because even if the
I'm
rest
not
of us have
needed.
it... Oh, that's what it is it? Lad, if you weren't needed, they wouldn't be
I would
here.
be dead. I get it. You can go now.
So, was it your
Do
ma or
anything, I'm just- Oh my god! What?
was it your ma or your dad that didn't treat you kindly? Which one was
I
it that
don't
made
know.
you feel like you need to always be there for everybody, and that if you aren't, then you're useless?
It was what I was built for. Any other questions?
You weren't built for shite.
Okay.
We're born. You're a human fucking being.
Okay.
Stop acting like a robot. Start acting like a human for once in your life.
I don't know
Seen
who
on the
you are.
holograms.
Who are you?
Black Jag, nice to fucking meet you. Cat T. Hale.
Okay.
If you want to have a pity party, go do it and get lost.
That's what I was trying to do. Thank you very much.
Can Dottie run after them even though she was told not to?
Just really badly wants to talk to her.
Well, first and foremost, Dottie wants to be there for Aiden. Second and foremost.
Sure. Well, let's jump back to the other group for a moment first. Revna and Vaughn and Dottie. Revna will probably, as you all are chowing down on military rations, be like, so, got any questions for me? I mean, I know you must have 1 billion, but...
I don't know what you want me to say to you. I don't fucking know you.
I'm not expecting anything out of you, Vaughn.
I want to
You
know how I can get back into that motherfucker's office and blow up something else. I don't fucking know. I'm tired of him.
You wanna blow something up?
Yeah.
We can arrange that. Your pal Bin. They're
They tried to throw
gonna
me out a fucking window.
they're gonna
They did.
deconstruct him.
What?
They're gonna deconstruct him.
Is Dottie
They want to
still
know what the
sitting
fuck
here?
happened to him just as much as you do, as we do. But they ain't gonna be kind in finding out. Gonna scrap him for parts.
They could come with us. They keep siding with him. I don't know what else you want me to do.
He doesn't know any better. Listen, I was married to that motherfucker for 5 years. I know what he's like.
Okay, cool. I've been with him for like 20, so... Why didn't you come back sooner?
When was I supposed to come back? When
Before
you
he
were
threw me in
working for
jail,
your father?
probably.
You were always around him, even if you didn't want to be. You were always
I'm aware.
under Phoenix's eye. When you were working on the project, when you were Reaper, when you were in jail, and after. I'm not gonna pretend like I get to be your mother now, okay? I'm not gonna pretend like you owe me anything. I'm not gonna pretend like we even have to be friends if you don't want to be. But one thing I know that we both agree on. Fuck Eskel Novak.
Correct.
So do you want to let Eskel get his way and rip Bin apart and figure out what the hell's going on with them?
No.
Then let's figure something out. Blow some shit up. And maybe we can sneak into his office. His real one. Not the dummy he has in Phoenix HQ.
Where's the fucking real one?
I'll tell you later.
Keeps
It's
lying.
probably about this point where Dottie sees Kat and Starboy having it out in the corner.
Great.
Can I just have a minute?
Fine. And she, like, lets you go and starts walking away. Probably brushing right by Dottie as she's running over. Ugh. Hey, sweet cheeks.
Okay. Did Dottie see any of that?
Probably a little bit of confrontation, yeah. And I think you maybe heard everything, but you certainly saw Cat getting physical.
Okay, as Cat passes her, she'll just, I think she's gonna threaten her and just be like, get the fuck away from him.
Your boyfriend needs some sense beat into him.
Oof. No, he needs time to, first of all, not my boyfriend. Second of all,
Whatever he is to you, if he's stuck in his head, he's not going to get any better.
can't you just give him 2 fucking seconds? He's been an MG his whole fucking life. Are you gonna sit here and you're gonna scream at him because he doesn't know fucking any better? Seriously? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck
You know
out of
better,
here.
then by all means. She walks away.
Dottie's gonna walk up to Hayden. She's not gonna touch him or anything. Hayden? You don't gotta talk if you don't want to. But if there's something you need, I can help. If you just want to be alone, that's fine. I can walk away.
Why am I here?
Like, here as in with these people, or?
You and Vaughn were part of this important project. Finn is a vital piece of something. Why am I here?
I think you being here was an accident. We didn't mean to rope you. Not that I know what all of this is, but we didn't mean to rope you into all this.
My life may have been difficult and really lonely, but at least it made sense. I think I just need to be by myself right now.
Do you want me to help explain something?
I don't really know what there is to explain.
Okay. I'm gonna walk away now. Okay, and then she walks as far away as she can without leaving like whatever room or tunnel they're in and just stands there. To give him space, but to also keep an eye on him. Yeah. Buns in the back, purple pink buns in the back, staring.
A silhouette.
Yeah.
And Hayden's probably just gonna really, he's not doing great. That's all. And just be, yeah.
You're muted! You're muted!
Revno looks over at Vaughn and is probably just like, interesting friends you got.
That's complicated.
No kidding. You all look like you could probably use at least a few Z's. But we should probably figure out how we're gonna get Bin before too long has passed, because I don't know how long they're gonna wait before they... Well, you guys should also defrag. And points over to like a corner where there's a defrag station.
I don't want to sleep. I want to go back out.
Sure. You want Ghost to take you?
Where?
Wherever you want to go, if you want to go out. Don't want you getting lost, that's all.
I'm just gonna wait for the other two to come back.
Your star boyfriend looks like he might be stuck there for a while. But if you want to wait, that's fine. I'm gonna go check my messages. She does that kind of like awkward, like clearly wants to hug Vaughn, but isn't going to again, and just stands up and goes over to her cubicle and hacks in.
How familiar to their household.
Listen, these people are changing a little bit, but they haven't changed that much. So we've got a very awkward standoff between Dottie and Hayden in opposite corners. What's Vaughn doing?
Disassociating at a table wherever they were
Okay.
standing or sitting.
Well, you can't all three of you disassociate forever.
Sure we can.
Did she say the defrag thing loud enough for them all to hear? Because they're all kind of in the same space.
Yeah.
Hayden eventually, I think, is going to move to just go to something that he knows, which is defragging.
Sure.
Because it makes sense.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll for your
Hey, that clock that says "Where's Simon?" I think I found him, so I don't think I need that clock anymore. I think I know where he is. I think I know where he's at.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I know where he went to.
I forget what we roll for defragging again. Is it just your highest?
I believe it's your lowest.
Mm.
No, you roll the missions tier, so 2d6.
2d6. Oh, I just normal. Gotcha. Da, 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 da. Hey!
So
Do I get to have the whole
5. You clear 6 stress and 2 transcendence. Oh, thank God.
Thank God! I was so close! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 transcendence. Hey. Okay, much better.
Yep. You grit and bear it for the billionth time in your life.
What else is new?
It's a pain you're at least familiar with. Mm-hmm. Do the other two if you want to go over there and do that eventually?
You're muted, Quirk.
Fuck. I said yeah. Vaughn will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um,
2d6.
Okay, it's just 2d6.
Just 2d6, yep.
Oh, what's that like defragging?
5. So same, clear 6 stress and 2 transcendence.
How do you do it again?
/R space 2d6.
Okay, well, how does the stress thing work when I'm eclipsed? Does that...
Oh, that's right. You're eclipsed. You don't get to
Oh.
devour blinded hearts. Right. Forgot.
Yeah, you don't get to defrag.
Get out of here.
That is something I learned.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Critical success.
Oh.
Snake eyes, baby.
You clear
Wait,
all
that's
stress
too
and
long.
transcendence, and you also mark 4 ticks in recovery.
Wow.
Wow, some of your heals are gone. Some your hurts.
Some of your heals,
I
yeah.
need
really
to
help your
be
heal.
less harmed, fellas.
So,
Oh, bro, I forgot I had electrical
yeah,
beam
you clear all your level 1 harm. So you, Dottie,
Yay.
Dottie's great. Dottie's feeling great after this.
Wow.
Like I did a good job.
I clear
She-
my stress too.
All your stress, all your transcendence,
All my
and all your harm.
transcendence.
You are
yeah.
back to basics,
I'm
baby.
fine. I'm
Must be
literally stellar.
Literally
Great.
stellar.
Let me get Vaughn out of Eclipse. Okay.
We don't have to.
Well, you can certainly try, because when Vaughn goes to defrag, you just see like a big red error message pop up that you hope that you never see, and it says too much glitch contamination to defrag at the current moment.
Vaughn hits the screen. Not enough to break it, but...
Vaughn.
What?
Can I ask? 'Cause I don't remember. What exactly were you looking for in your father's computer?
More information about shit he clearly is involved with.
Like what, though, exactly?
How much of the VR shit that he knew about, and more about those meetings. He's got to have something somewhere. She said something about a fucking secret office, so it's probably not in there. Also, I just want to wreck his shit.
He's probably pretty wrecked right now. Considering he was, like, hit by that helicopter. I don't remember what happened. Something like that.
The helicopter did in fact blow up, and then it did hit
That
the
one.
office.
I don't think you're gonna stop until you, get this information or whatever.
Correct.
So let's go.
All right. Vaughn very rudely snaps at somebody, whoever her mom was like, you go with them so you don't get lost.
The ghost.
Yeah, Ghost with his sandy hair is there, like, hey yo, what's up?
Let's fucking go.
All right.
Do you have, like, masks or, like black clothes or hoods or some shit that we can...
We got some hollow guises, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would work.
Takes it's like they're one use only though, and they only work for an hour, so we got to be quick. Whatever you wanted to go out there and do.
All right, let's do it. Let's go.
He just goes like waves back. It's like, yo, Rev, we're going out. We'll be back in call it 90 minutes. If we're not, well, I guess we'll see you on the other side. And just kind of like skips out the door. He leads you through the winding corridors, and he's probably trying to talk to Vaughn a little bit. And is like, "So Reaper, been a while since you've been on any of your old forums. Any
fucking
new
say.
good techniques that you could share?"
No. What? My fucking father, like, took away all my tech because I fucked up. Barely been able to touch anything.
That's a shame.
And I'm gonna not answer any more of your goddamn questions unless you stop calling me that.
All right, Miss Novak.
That's
No.
worse. Vaughn is
about-
my name.
How about Vaughn?
All right, Vaughn. Sure.
Jesus.
What are you guys talking about as you're heading out?
You know what? I am not beholden to him anymore. I can just fucking tell you what I did. So all that shit, the reason he took all the crap away, I hacked into all of our patient records in Phoenix and the billing stuff, and cleared a bunch of people's debts, and maybe accidentally got all their patient files and information on the way. That was an accident, but
I remember
You
hearing
cleared out
about
people's
that.
medical files?
okay, I was trying to clear the debt, okay? I was trying to help Bun. Because she wouldn't fucking let me help.
Bun? Who's that?
A friend who I assume works with the same shit you guys do. She's the one who told me about it.
Bunny. Maybe works with one of the other cells. I don't know. Name's not familiar to me. Is it just Bunny, or?
Her name's Lexi.
Okay.
She's
Not
missing
sure.
an arm.
I don't know. But I've also not been here like super duper long, so it's possible that just haven't met her yet. Sometimes we do joint missions with other cells, but I really haven't gotten out there. I usually stay at home base and play around that way anyway. You know, helping out from the terminal rather than out in the field.
You talk
Definitely.
a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I need to because I have to give out a lot of information in a very small amount of time, so you know. It's good practice.
Mm.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself. How did you end up with these guys?
Oh, well, my actual name is Anders. I wouldn't say it is anything as spectacular as you, Vaughn. But I definitely did get a little bit too handsy with my code and a little bit too close to corporate policies. Not because I wanted to do anything nearly as wonderful as wipe out a bunch of medical debt, but just because I was a little shitty kid and wanted to see what I could get away with. Turns out, corporations don't give a fuck if you're doing it for shits and giggles or if you actually care about what they're doing. They'll send their enforcers after you anyway. So I kind of had to run for it so that they didn't kill my family. And Refna caught me because we frequented some of the forums. She keeps an eye on them, and bing bang boom, I wound up down here.
You're lucky your dumbass didn't go to prison.
Oh, I know.
Dottie,
But,
where are we going?
Aren't we going to your father's office?
About this time, you Ghost leads you up a stairwell into not the same entrance you guys came out of, but a different one. Another abandoned storefront, but hands the two of you a disc and says, again, we got 60 minutes, but we should be able to at least get to Phoenix from here within about a 15-minute walk. Gives you a half hour to try whatever you want to try before we have to leave.
Worth a shot.
All right, I'll provide recon and try not to die out there.
If we die, it was lovely to meet you, Ghost.
Pleasure. Definitely good to meet you, Reaper. He slaps on the disc onto his chest, and you see this hollow guise pops up around him, and now he looks like a fat, balding, like, boomer, like... He looks like, what's his face?
Joe Biden.
No, he looks like Stephen Vorkin would in about 30 years.
What's his face? The literal president of the United States.
Jesus. Anyway.
But yeah. He looks like Stephen Vorkin would be from like 40 years from now.
Not me
If he wasn't
googling who the fuck that is.
Steven Vorkin, the NPC from earlier that I killed. Bin's work nemesis.
I didn't know his last name. I was like, is this a celebrity I should know?
No.
Not
God
me
damn.
thinking. I don't know. I've never seen him.
How
in
about
anything.
you collect yourself and we'll get back to it in about 10 minutes. Because it's pee break time.
Yay!
Alright, we'll see you guys in 10.
your time doing nothing.
We're live.
Good job. So I think obligation is going to be a little woobly this time because it has to happen very quickly. So let's call this the obligation phase of Vaughn and Dottie making their way over to Phoenix Corpo and figuring out what the hell they can do. So how about the two of you roll me obligation? And that is your lowest.
Except me.
Except you, because you always roll stars.
Wait, no, I had to roll. It's not lowest. I thought I had to roll moon.
I think you.
Am I
The
wrong?
only one who doesn't roll the lowest
Yes, I have
is Vaughn.
I have
Oh,
to
you
roll
have to roll
moon.
moon? Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah, do you see where it says obligation roll and it says moon?
yeah, okay. Well, it was just as bad. So,
Oh, well, great.
so Vaughn, you take no stress. And with a critical success, you actually get an additional downtime action.
So I have 4 now?
Jesus.
Dottie, unfortunately, you are going to take 5 stress as part of this obligation.
Hey, you cleared it.
I would be
yeah,
going
just
into
to get-
eclipse right now if I hadn't
just to
cleared
get
it.
all of it back.
God, that's the last thing we need is both of them in a close together. Oh, you know
So-
what though? They might just fix each other. Because Dottie has to work together with somebody to complete something,
Yeah,
and
I was
Vaughn
going to
needs to
say,
work
like,
together.
oh, go ahead. So you guys are headed over to Phoenix Corpo. You get to the large building that you are terribly familiar with, and there is a huge Myrmidon presence outside.
We put our
There
disguises
are-
on.
Your disguises are
Thank
on.
you.
There
What do they
are.
look like? What do they look like?
Yes, tell us what your disguises look like.
Dolores Umbridge, thank you.
Pink hat and all.
Just killed me with that one.
Just so matter of
was
factly,
thinking about
Dolores
it.
Umbridge, thank you.
I think Vaughn should look like a pirate.
I was gonna describe that.
A
she looks-
60-year-old one.
Yeah, she looks like a 60-year-old woman with salt and pepper, curly,
Mhm.
curly hair with some scars.
I'm gonna take that critical success away from you.
No, you can't.
Oh no, she's hot.
That's it.
These players
Okay,
are
well,
all
then
too
instead,
horny.
I look
They're just
like
too horny.
a redhead.
Nope.
with Really...
Nope, you look like Dolores Umbridge. Shush.
As you get to the building, there's a very large enforcer presence outside, covering basically every approach. You can see there are already other helis in the air that have established cranes at the top and are very quickly repairing the damage that has been done. And you can see Eskel's office, which is at the very top and has had the most damage done to it, has already been rebuilt. This is the first thing that they rebuilt. And that's what you see from the outside.
Stupid son of a bitch. Well, we going in?
How the fuck are we gonna get in? We need to think this through. Are we gonna sweet? You're kind of hot right now. You should sweet talk the secretary.
You know, I fucking tried that, is the thing, and that's where all this shit went wrong.
Yeah, but you didn't look like the way you look now.
Ah, yes. Heavy Myrmidon presence. Let's talk to the secretary.
As a 6-year-old.
I mean, she does work for Eskel. She must have a thing for older people.
Enough.
Well, we found a
Esco
different computer.
Fox.
We know.
You want to?
We
let's-
know.
What?
We could. Do you need his computer specifically? Can we find another fucking computer in here?
If he was keeping his schedule in Bin's head, I feel like it's not just gonna be out and about.
So what if you get the secretary away from the computer and I look at the schedule? We don't even have to go into his office.
It's not even a schedule I want. I need to look through his files and see what he knows about the fucking VR shit.
Well, shit, then I should have been someone hot. To lure her away.
Maybe she's into
You could just,
grouchy
like,
old ladies.
Switch them. Just like take the discs off and just switch them for each of you.
I?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm doing that.
It's like, well, what are you doing?
What do you...
So now Vaughn looks like Dolores Umbridge and Dottie looks like a hot pirate lady.
I went...
Oh, I did make it kind of hot.
so fun.
Let's make these your downtime actions. This is essentially your downtime.
Dude, I love how we're just like, we're gonna breeze past fucking all of this just to get you out of Eclipse and to have a hot MILF.
Alright, then is that the plan? Do I get the secretary away from the fucking...
Fine. Do you think she's even still here?
I don't know, I guess let's go look.
Is there, like, a checkpoint at the door? What's the deal?
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck.
There's like as you get close, one of the bots like puts up a metal hand and says, "Security clearance required."
Ghost?
Do you want Ghost to try and like override him?
I don't know. That's
I mean,
that's
I can
all I've
try
got.
and override him.
Both of you?
No,
And
you
then
don't.
kiss after. These are not the droids you're looking for.
And then they kissed.
And then he kissed after.
Reaper and Ghost kissed.
No.
I'll write the fanfiction right now.
Nope.
Listen, if that isn't an early
As
2000s,
Dolores Umbridge and an older, like, boomer?
Anyway.
yeah. So let's call this I guess it would probably be what do you think would work for this? Trying to is this analyze or
Analyze a conceal, perhaps? I have to
conceal
see
could
now.
be good. Trying to like you have like fake identities essentially.
Here's the thing. I still have
Fake
Guam.
IDs. You sure do.
Is this gonna do anything?
Well, your harm is at less effect. So, what you can do is you can have Dottie set you up to give you increased effect.
And she
Um,
will.
And I'll even give you extra effect from Ghost. He's like in a building across the street, which is like it's like an internet cafe essentially, and he's just like you hear his voice in your ear
guy in the
through like
truck.
communicators.
He's
like
the guy in the chair.
he's the guy in the chair.
There it
He's
is.
the guy in the chair. So yeah, go ahead and roll. I mean, it's downtime stuff, so it's not like risky standard or anything.
Fair enough. Still garbage.
Yeah. You use like you try like half of your fake IDs because it's just a robot and it's like going through a captcha. They'll let you try a bunch of different times and it doesn't recognize that you're not a robot. So, but each one of your fake IDs gets rejected, whether it's because Eskel knows about them and has them flagged, or the security authorization has changed. You're not sure.
Well, fucking now what?
Ghost? Is there anything you can do?
I mean, Fucking, I'm not sure. Let me see what I can do from over here. Maybe you guys just talk for a bit.
To the robots or each other?
There's like people around, right?
Sure. You
Daddy
see,
can't
like,
just
there's a
take
couple of, yeah, there's like a couple of office workers that are also kind of stuck at the checkpoint and look over. It's like, fucking bureaucratic bullshit. Hate it.
Daddy obviously can't take this robot apart and turn it off, right? That's not.
It would be very obvious.
Yeah, got it.
The guy next to you is like screaming at the robot, like, "I work here every day. Let me through."
Yeah, let us in.
Yeah.
Roll defy.
Who?
One of you, and I'll give you an extra dice for it if you're both like screaming with this aggrieved office worker.
Well, I think they did it, Jonathan.
Yeah, I'll say that that's enough to like you see like there's clearly some kind of authorization that goes through, and you hear the bot say, "Authorization temporarily granted. Please move to your cubicle immediately."
Yeah, thanks, bud.
Yeah, fucking thanks. God, I fucking hate these guys.
Yeah, me too. Fuck these guys.
Hey, have you seen Rebecca around here?
I imagine she's at her desk as always. The only person I've seen a harder working than her was that, well, he's, I don't know. They haven't been around, but that fella been.
Don't know him. Anyways, nice to meet you.
I know what
Bye.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
We should get lunch next week.
Okay, Vaughn, you're doing too much.
He looks at you like, we work in different... It's fine, whatever.
You don't remember me?
Devon!
Too much.
you were so close. You were so close.
Trying to blend in too much.
Vaughn is absolutely the kind of person that gets too into a role. It happened when she was Reaper.
And yes, ending.
Yeah. The two of you get over to the elevators and make your way back up to the top floor, where you can see there are still there's active construction going on here, and most of it, except for Eskel's office, which is already perfectly fixed. And you see Rebecca at her chair in front of the office, fielding calls as usual.
All right, I'm going in. Wish me luck. Okay, so she's gonna walk over and try and get her attention.
Yeah, can I help you?
Oh my god. Sorry, you're just so beautiful. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm looking for my way to the insert department that Dottie would definitely know what's in this building here. And I've seemed to have gotten lost away. I must have taken the wrong elevator level.
Try an express roll. Or, you see her kind of think about it. She doesn't seem as taken with you as you might have hoped she would be, but she seems at least a little bit interested. And she's like, "No, I get it. With the construction, all the it's really weird. Let me show you which elevator you need to use to get down there."
Okay, great. Can you take me?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. And she presses a button underneath her desk, and you see a blast door just slam down in front of Eskel's door, and
God damn it!
Sorry, security's
You
up a
thought
little bit
that you
lately.
could do this again?
Yeah, here, let me show you. And she leads you around the corner, which Vaughn comes around on like the opposite side so that their paths never cross. And Vaughn, you turn the corner to see a giant fucking blast door in front of Eskel's office door.
Use the secretary's computer.
She just looks at it. Hey, sorry, we got separated. I'll take her.
Oh, thanks. I really
What?
shouldn't be leaving my desk.
No. It's really okay.
No, let's go.
She walks back to her desk and sits down and goes back to typing.
What the hell was that?
I don't want to lose somebody else. We should probably stop.
Are you sure?
I mean, no, but... We barely got out last time.
Yeah, but we didn't have these sweet disguises.
You hear the voice in your ear again saying, "Listen, you got about 5 more minutes before we need to head back."
Okay, we need to go.
Right, if you're sure. Last chance.
Just go before I change my mind.
Right.
You head back to the elevator, back down to the ground floor, and leave, catching up with Ghost before he leads you back. 15-minute walk to the nearest entrance to the subterranean area. Just as the hollow guys burn out, and he just like takes the 3 of them and hucks them into like one of the rivers nearby.
That's pollution.
They're biodegradable. It's fine. Don't worry
Alright.
about it.
Don't litter.
They're biodegradable. It's fine. They'll literally melt. And Vaughn, you are now out of Eclipse.
Yay, we did it! Yay, I'm
so
proud
glad.
of us.
I'm so proud of everyone here today.
That hurt my
Somebody
heart.
has to be.
What?
I said
Somebody
it
has
hurt
to be. Oh, it hurt your heart.
I'm gonna go
It hurt
find
my
Starboy.
He's probably in the same spot, but he's probably like on the ground with like his like knees to his chest and just like
Dotty's coming with you.
Vaughn's just gonna sit down in front of him. I'm sorry things got so fucked up. And I'm sorry you got dragged into it, but... I mean, they're not wrong. Like, we need to stop all this stuff.
I know it's confusing right now. But Hayden, the Corpos, they are the bad guys. They've always been the bad guys. We have to be on this side.
what does that make me then?
It's time to choose.
A victim, if you ask me.
It's time to choose where you want to be. Do you want to go back? We're not going to stop you.
I mean, I'll stop you, but...
One.
No, Vaughn.
Vaughn.
I don't. I don't know who I am if I'm not Starboy.
I mean, we can help you
Yo.
figure that out.
I know who you are. You're Hayden Green. And that's somewhere to start, at least.
And he's just gonna slowly cry.
Aww.
As you should.
Is that your obligation? Is crying?
Yeah, it's crying.
Obligation is cry. Yeah, go ahead and roll obligation.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's Moon. Hold on. Hold, please.
That's absolutely.
Oh, that makes
a moon
sense.
obligation.
There we go.
Breaks your heart. Okay, one stress.
Worst cry.
Hey, when I get out of Eclipse, does my stress go away?
Yes,
What about all the transcendent crap? Does that stay the same?
that also goes down to 0.
Oh, we love to see it.
There's only one person who hasn't been in Eclipse yet. I wonder who that is.
It
That's crazy.
was crazy.
Man, wild.
That's wild. That's crazy.
Maybe we should try and do that next time.
No, thank you. I would
It's gonna
like
happen
to
anyway.
continue to live by the skin of my teeth. Thank you very much.
What, you don't
Um,
want 3 trauma like Olive?
She has 2 trauma, first of all.
Okay, so-
You
And
said
now
free
she's-
trauma, and I went, this is the
3.
game.
That's the whole game
no,
is trauma.
The number 3, not for free.
Trauma for free?
For free.
Yeah, for free in this economy.
Join my trauma fansly.
So my mother said they're gonna take Ben apart. So we should probably stop that from happening, even though they threw me out of a fucking window. Thank you for catching me, by the way.
You sure?
If
We
you
should
talk and I
go.
can't hear you.
Are you sure we should go get them? They made their
I-
choice.
Have been friends with them longer than any of you. And even if they're fucking stupid and need to be yelled at a little bit, I'm not just gonna leave them.
Everyone deserves to be saved, right?
I guess.
Should we tell Bags?
How? It's not like we can use our phones. Or our communicators, I mean.
These
Sure, we
people know what they're doing.
I guess we should go talk to Revna again.
Okay.
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 Fawn holds out a hand to help Starboy stand up.
Let's get out of here.
God.
She gives Starboy a hug before they go back.
I think similarly to when Dottie hugged Hayden the first time, he doesn't really know what to do. But then he just kind of really slowly hugs her back.
Yeah, I know it's awkward. Just deal with it.
Well, it wasn't really until you said that. Is this supposed to be awkward? He's like slowly like.
I don't know. I'm not like a big fan of hugs.
Okay,
It's
I
just
don't
like what
get
people
that.
do.
Um,
I like hugs.
All right.
wait, are we? Dottie
I
says
like
that
hugs too.
Shut up, Ghost.
Ghost. God damn it.
Dottie says that she likes hugs also, and then Hayden like holds out another arm.
Yeah,
Aw,
good
give
thing.
me hugs.
Fucking kicks Ghost, not you.
How are you?
What is the matter with you?
No, you know what this moment is? Is fucking a very Potter musical when Ginny tries to get into the group huddle and they kick her out. Good times. Anyway, so now we're in like proper downtime, I think. So,
I don't gotta do any obligation. Look at me.
no, you're gonna roll for obligation.
Your
Fuck.
obligation is be on table.
Surviving. You don't get any
Be on
downtimes,
table.
however.
I don't get any downtime?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Struggle? Obligation.
You can't tell me this isn't a stressful situation for you to be in.
This is quite stressful.
It's a spa. We talked about this.
I can choose either sun or stars.
I feel like this is sun.
I feel like this is stars.
I mean, it's
Resist
fun.
consequences from panic and social pressure.
Right,
but
but sun is you're literally being held against your
yeah.
will.
That's true. Sun it is. Fuck you.
Surprisingly,
You
no
want to
stress.
roleplay this out, motherfucker? Fuck you.
Being just like
You know what?
God.
I would actually.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hulk out.
You wake up again in pain again. You recognize the lingering effects of a deep rag, which was clearly done on you while you were asleep, and is probably the reason why you woke up and you're in so much pain.
Being in this much pain, he just, I mean, he'll try and struggle again, but not as hard, because he knows what's gonna happen if he tries to struggle too hard, and he does not like it, so he's not really gonna give up as much of a fight.
It's okay to cry, you know, Ben.
Looks to see who the fuck said that.
You look over and you see your father still standing beside your bed.
I'm not getting out of this one, Dad.
Well, if you think you're not, then I guess you're not. But is that really the way you want to go?
I don't want to. I haven't said goodbye to Dax. I haven't said goodbye to Dottie. I just... How do I get out of this? There's no way.
Of course there's a way.
How? The second I start struggling, they're going to pump me full of medicine again, and I'm not going to be able to move.
And how do you propose to get around that? You're a smart boy, Ben. I know you are.
I mean... Technically, if I use some of my shields, I could try and pop the locks.
And then what? There's sure to be a lot of people out there.
block all the doorways, and I just run. There's sure to be at least one enforcer out there. Maybe I can steal a gun.
You're real deep down, Ben. Do you think you'll be able to keep going long enough to get out?
No. I mean, it doesn't hurt to give it a fighting chance, right? At least that's what Vaughn taught me.
I wish it was something I'd taught you instead.
Oh, Sebastian took that. Not Sebastian. Simon. Fucking Sebastian's not here.
Do not slander Sebastian.
I'm so sorry. There's so many S names. Simon took that away from us, so.
And who knows, maybe just by trying, maybe just that's enough. Because you never know. Maybe there's someone else out there looking for you.
Do you think they're looking for me after that stint?
I think you've known Vaughn long enough to know that if there's one thing she hates more than someone telling her no, it's her father.
Yeah, but I'm just a smaller version of him in Vaughn's eyes, so.
No, you're not. You never really wanted to be, did you?
I wanted
You're
to
just-
be a doctor.
Simon took that away too, didn't he?
I want him dead, but I can't get close to him.
I'll help you. Don't worry.
I don't know how you will. You're just a voice in my head before I die, so.
He leans in real close and just says, Dottie had voices too, didn't she?
Yeah, but the difference is she isn't crazy.
I don't think you're crazy either, Ben.
Thank you, voices in my head. Ben is actually going to try to see if he can pop a lock with the shield. I don't know if he can successfully do it, but he gonna try.
I think you can tell that there's still too much drug in your system for you to, like, they've got inhibitors in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this your downtime action.
I do
This-
get a downtime.
See if you can. Yeah, I changed my mind. You get a downtime action. We'll make it a quote unquote long-term project to see if you can. I think you realize that the first thing you have to do is get the IV out,
Yeah.
because that is what is pumping in the serum that is keeping you from overclocking, essentially. So how do you want to try and get that IV out?
Oh God. Content warning. Medical problems and medical trauma. He's going to try and rip his arm so forcefully, like to the side, like trying, even dislocating his shoulder, just trying to get the IV out.
Certainly it seems like a defy to me.
Sure. Do I get any aid?
From who?
Dad.
That's a flat 1.
It's a fat one. All right,
I
so that's
probably
one
do
tick on the
dislocate.
clock.
Yeah, probably do fully dislocate my shoulder.
Yeah, you definitely
Resist it.
you can resist it if you want. It would be a sun resistance roll. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with a level 2 harm, dislocated arm.
Okay, I'll try. I don't know if this will work.
I mean, you're not doing too terribly on stress.
I'm also just remembering, because this is something that I forgot. I do have that -1 die. And I keep
Wow.
fucking forgetting.
Well, you can't go lower than 0 anyway, so.
True.
Okay, so you take 5 stress, but you do not dislocate your arm. And I'll say you do in fact detach the IV. But you're still dealing with your wounds. And while other people have to help you with your wounds, let's see. We could make let's call it a recover check anyway. Just trying to essentially purge your body and get something done here.
Okay.
Um,
A recovery? What's that one?
what would you want to use to try and, like, now that the IV is out, the toxins are slowly leaching out of your system. How do you want to try and, like, encourage this process so that you can do something before they come to take you away?
I'm trying to see what. I mean, I have no dots in this, but it's gonna make the most sense. Use flow. To basically assess the situation, see that he is not doing great wound-wise, and
Yeah.
try and focus the areas where he's hurt the most. Maybe put, like, just a temporary shield if he can not fully transcend, but see if maybe he can push the transcendence. Okay.
Go ahead and roll flow. Five. I'll say it obviously doesn't heal your wounds.
Yeah.
It's a bandage, but it will allow you to ignore your wounds for at least a while until something bad happens again.
Okay. And with that, now that he has all of that and he knows that
It's just a matter of
the
waiting for the
cameras.
toxins to leave.
Yeah, it's waiting for the toxins to leave, but also he knows that he's now on a timer because the cameras definitely saw him do this. He's going to, you know how, like,
You look around and you notice that the cameras are all facing away.
I suspect I might know who Dad is. Got it. And so, you know how, like, in prisons when they try to, like, they dislocate their thumb to, like, pull their that's what he's trying to do right now.
We'll make that your last downtime, is trying to do this, right? Because you have 3 every downtime, right?
Yep, 3.
All right. Definitely feels like another defy.
Yeah. 1. Now he just has some dislocated fucking thumbs. I'm not gonna resist that because I got 5 stress.
Yeah, you don't dislocate your thumb, but you get to the point where the pain is just so much that you know that it's too tight that even if you do manage to actually follow through and dislocate your thumb, you're still not going to be able to fit your hand through. So you just have to wait for the toxins to purge from your system, get more of your energy back, and wait for the right moment to make a break for it.
Yeah. At that point, realizing that he has no way of getting out, he'll just kind of stare up at the ceiling, and tears will run down his face. Because he is scared, because he knows what's gonna happen. He knows that he's gonna be taken apart.
Don't give up hope, Ben. That's the last thing you can do. And smash cut away to the other group. For your downtimes, what would you guys like to do? Let's start with a fortune roll to see who goes first. Starboy. Downtime.
I don't know.
Well, you've got a few things you can do. You can help our friend recover, you can make a connection, or rather have a disagreement, you can work on a long-term project, and you can investigate.
Between the two of you, Dottie, do you have the more injuries, or
No, mine are all cleared.
Dottie is actually clear of injuries because of her critical earlier.
I'm still hurt.
okay? That'll help.
Absolutely.
And I have, oh, well, that's not. Hold on, I'm just double checking to make sure none of my things. Okay, yeah, I thought constant care had to do with that, but it just is what I just asked, which is who here is hurting for free.
Right.
It's fine. So, yes, I would like to help Vaughn recover first.
Sure. How are you helping her?
What are your injuries? She's chatting.
Sorry, Sarah's in the hallway. I have 2 level 1 harm.
She has too much juice and zap.
I don't know what that was.
What?
Too much juice is you kind of overdid it when last time.
I like touched something electrical and I got.
Ah,
No,
you have electrical burns.
That was
also.
zap. The too much juice was like you overdid it. Like
Okay.
you used too much power.
I see.
Okay. Well, for the electrical burns, I'm sure that like he could ask around for first aid kit while the others were gone.
Yeah.
No,
sure.
he probably wouldn't. He was by himself.
Okay.
Now he can. Yes, so he's gonna ask for first aid. And then for like the too much juice, does like nectar or rations, does that help with that?
Sure. I mean, it's more like it's more the like not necessarily the like what is the physical stuff you're doing. It's like, what are you guys doing while you're doing that? The healing is the least important interesting part. Like what are you guys talking about while you're helping
Well,
her
do
here?
we want to go talk to Brevno while that's happening? Or
Sure.
is that a whole separate? Yeah. So like, I mean, Hayden probably doesn't really know what to say, so he might just be like, I could work on your burns while you're talking to your mom.
Sure. So, do you know where Ben is?
Not exactly. I've got Ghost working on it, but I imagine that you'd be a pretty good help for that too.
Alright.
He's still got to be in Phoenix somewhere. None of our scouts mentioned any ambulances or helis leaving.
But he's alive?
For now.
For now, I think they need their surgeon to get a full 8 hours before they start digging in. They want to make sure that nothing is damaged or broken.
Who's their surgeon?
Simon.
Okay, well. And what about this secret office you're so hush-hush about?
The It's not in Phoenix HQ. It's actually kind of a joint secure compound for all the CEOs. Basically, you know the other island, the one that isn't the hill.
There's another island.
It's small.
Yeah, yes, there is a second island off the coast.
Would Hayden know that?
Yes, you would know that.
Okay.
It's right there.
Oh, okay. Open your eyes, dummy.
Open your eyes, dumbass.
What?
My God.
Fucking
Okay.
Justice League Secret Island bullshit.
Listen, I never said that they were original.
Fucking idiots.
But it is highly secure, and we haven't figured out a way in. Hoping that you guys can help us with that.
Oh, we will.
Do you know what it looks like inside?
There's a compound on top that's all dummy buildings. Whatever's actually below the surface is what's interesting.
Question. Where would the training facility where Hayden grew up, would that be in Myrmidon or would that be on the island?
Probably Myrmidon.
Darn.
Alright.
I guess that idea.
Yeah, that is like CEOs only island.
Wow, guys. The 1%er island.
Yeah, it's literally fucking Martha's Vineyard.
Vaughn, you've never been there?
No. I've been to the one next door.
That's uncalled for.
It's really not.
That's rude.
He's gonna look at Revna and be like, and you've never been there?
No, anytime I asked what he would be doing over there, he'd always, God forgive me that I'd ever considered it attractive, but he'd always give me a wink and a smile and say, top secret. I know,
I get
okay?
it. I
was-
get it.
I feel like
You're not there,
you
Ben!
and- You and Dottie probably have a lot to talk about.
I think I could give her a few reasons to stay away from Eskel, yeah.
Oh, we're way past that.
I've heard.
You've just been following us the whole time. Like, how much shit do you know?
More than I should, less than I want to. You can go ahead and roll to help a friend recover. This sounds like yeah, kind of an empathize moment, I guess.
Okay. Thank God I finally added one. Great. He didn't really do
That's one tick. And don't forget, Vaughn, you get an extra downtime action.
I know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with fucking 4 of these.
I know, but she can't make any links. Do I have one more?
Yep, she can't make any connections.
Makes me angry. I hate it.
And literally the only person Hayden would want to have an argument with right now is the lady that yelled at him. So, I guess...
What if you had metaphorical arguments with Ben so that way you could use those links however you so deem fit?
It's like when you're in the
What the
shower.
fuck?
It's like when you're in the shower and you're arguing with the wall, but like
Yeah. Like, this is what I would have said before they pushed Vaughn out.
Oh man, I got a lot of those theoretical arguments I've been having in my head with Ben too. Trust me.
Too bad none of them are going to be reality this downtime.
Okay. But
Anyway, that's
I
only
wanna-
one tick on your healing clock, though. So you could use your second downtime action to also help recover again.
okay.
I feel like Vaughn's gonna be doing the heavy lifting of the investigations.
Investigation, long term.
I mean, be helpful. Yeah, I'll do it again.
Yeah, go ahead and do it again.
Same thing, right? Empathize.
Yeah, empathize.
Okay.
Wow. Another one tick on the clock. Off to a great start.
Zero.
Hayden, I'm sorry. The first aid kit isn't great. He didn't contribute much to this weird conversation between a mother and daughter about the fact that her friend also had sex with her father.
It's like, we don't have time to unpack all that right now. I'm begging you, please don't.
Yeah, Hayden is the epitome of just like the.
Hayden's like, can I go?
He's trying to make himself as small as possible in the
Yeah.
corner.
Like, I don't want to be here.
Literally, in every sense of the word. So yeah, he's just putting random.
That's it for you, I guess. Roll again. Vaughn, your turn.
Okay. First
Dottie.
of all,
I'm letting you know now, so you think of what downtime actions you can do.
I already know.
Okay, I'm just. Usually, you're like, I don't know what to do, and I want to give you like a little heads up. that's all.
It's because I hate that we have to go through these options. I want to do whatever I want.
She can do whatever she wants.
long-term project start to look up what the fuck is the deal with that island, if I may.
Sure. It's gonna be a long one though.
Yay.
Call it a
Do I gotta roll for that?
yes.
I don't remember things.
Call it a 12-tick clock.
Sure.
Because this is like high security, you know.
Sure, that I can't argue for anything except analyze, I feel.
I mean, you could go out and about and like talk to people, but analyze is probably the best you've got. Yeah.
You want
Vaughn doesn't-
Vaughn to empathize?
You want Vaughn to touch grass? Absolutely not.
Definitely not.
You want Vaughn to talk to people?
Disgusting. Alright.
We're doing
All right.
so well.
One
We
tick.
used-
Congratulations.
Okay, but I also have that thing that lets me distribute 2 ticks every downtime, just wherever I
That
want
is
for
true.
free, so...
All right. So 3 so far.
You're a fourth of the way there.
Can I use 2 downtime actions to just investigate where the fuck Ben is?
Sure.
With Ghost, I'm like, alright, fucking tell me what you know.
Insert hacker lingo here.
Yeah.
So investigate.
What do I roll for that?
Would be this is gather info essentially. So analyze probably,
Of
unless
course.
there's another way you're going about getting this info.
Vaughn touching grass? May I show you the first option?
You know,
Hey!
5. So you get to ask 1 question and 1 follow-up.
Where? Well, okay, hold on.
It has to be from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
option.
yeah.
You can't just ask a question.
Well, no, I
Where's
was gonna
Ben?
pick a question from the list, and I changed my mind
Okay.
on which one. I guess where can I gain an edge? I don't.
Where can I gain an edge?
Back into their meat.
Hacking in the mainframe. I'm in.
I mean,
It's only so many
Um,
mainframe, Starboy.
I don't know. I've only seen one movie my whole life.
Which one was it again?
Wally.
Wally.
Right, yeah.
And there was no hacking in Wally.
Hacking in Wally.
I don't
You
know
can
nothing
gain an
about
edge in finding Bin because, well, you've been to Phoenix HQ. You know it as much as like the back of your hand. The edge you can gain there is, you know that for a prisoner as high profile as Bin, there's going to be some kind of digital paper trail. There has to be. No matter where they're keeping them, no matter how far down they might be, there's got to be some terminal in HQ that would let you figure out where Bin is. But you'd have to be on site to do it.
Okay.
And one follow-up.
Can my follow-up be what terminal?
Probably research and development, the R&D department, considering the reason that they have Bin is because of this whatever evolution of their tech is. R&D would probably be the place to go.
Sure. Can I would like to use another downtime to keep investigating
Okay.
that. Perhaps.
Another analyze then.
Be good, please. Please. Hey.
Another
Hey.
question and a follow-up.
What might happen if I I want to say try and schmooze my way in? Like, is there a person I know in R&D who I can well, they're gonna be looking for me though, is the thing. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I don't like these questions that I have to ask. Fuck me. Who here is isolated or alone? I don't fucking know. Help!
What do you have? What are your questions?
I wonder who is isolated or
All right,
alone,
you
Vaughn.
shut the fuck up.
Bin is isolated.
Okay, yeah, no shit.
But no, that is a good bit of information though for you to have that
Alright.
that Vaughn does not know, because if they are isolated and alone, that is a potential weakness if there's
Alright.
nobody with them.
Cool.
And a follow-up.
And a follow-up. What would be a good distraction so we can get down there?
You could blow up the R&D division
Okay,
after you get
well-
the information you need there.
Well,
Alternatively, a
like
good distraction would be having the cell blow something up in a different section of the city to draw away the main enforcers.
hey. Cool. Big fan of that.
Yeah?
I just realized something with constant care, which I also get to heal when I heal other people.
Oh, you do? Oh, cool.
I do. So my electrical burns are gone.
Yay.
I'm sorry,
Great.
Mom.
Happy for you.
And I wanted to let you know because I realized that just now. I'm sorry, Vaughn, that I wasn't able
We're
to
very
help.
How
happy for
dare
you.
you?
Sorry.
But
But I'm fine now.
I'm fine now.
I'm fine now. Put a band-aid on myself.
I know I have one more. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck else I can do.
You could investigate one more
Good.
time.
You could investigate the island more, or you could investigate what is the thing that the CEOs have. Like, try and find out
Ooh.
You could talk to
Sure.
Dax.
that. You could also
What
find
does
out
he
where
know?
Dax is, what's going on.
He might know something. You don't know. He could.
I do always
want
want
them
to
to make
talk
sure
to
that Dax
Dax.
is okay.
You should talk to Dax. See if he knows something.
Okay. Hey, you, ghost, somebody. I assume
Yeah.
using our phones is a big no-no. How the fuck do I get
We've got
pictures
burner
of them?
comms if you want one.
Cool, give it to me.
Tosses you a burner comm.
Please, Bonze, please.
Please.
Oh, you're not
Wait,
as
I'm
cool if you say
scared.
please.
Right? God.
Oh,
You're
he
texting.
likes women being mean to him, doesn't he?
Same. Anyway.
Oh, this man likes to get stepped on. Understood.
Finn, you're not there!
We're okay for now. Working on getting Ben. Have you heard anything about what the fuck's going on? To Dax.
Sprung that on him.
You get a response. It says, I'm with Pyra and Tennille.
Oh shit.
We are thinking of our own way to get Ben out. If you want to coordinate, that'd be great.
Yeah, fucking yeah, we do.
Do we have a time limit?
IDFK. Soon.
Let's meet at 600 hours then.
Yeah, okay.
At 6 a.m.
2 separate text messages.
It says 0600. That means 6 a.m. As if fucking Vaughn couldn't tell.
Listen, Vaughn's a hacker, not military.
It's still the same thing! At 6 a.m.
But-
it's still
but-
the same
but
fucking
Dax-
number!
Dax doesn't know if she knows about military time or not.
It's still...
Mansplaining.
Anyway,
You're not there, Ben!
Flag bot.
do I gotta roll anything for that? Do we just do it? Is it done?
Why don't you go ahead and roll, roll perceive.
But I'm not good at that.
I know.
0.
Yeah, that's
don't
it.
get excited.
That's it.
I did. I got excited prematurely.
I say I'm done. I want to hear what Dottie's doing.
Alright, Dottie's downtime. What you got?
Great. So I'm gonna investigate where Ben is.
Okay.
One of my questions as the outsider that I can ask free of charge, no matter what, is
Mhm.
where is my rival and what are they doing?
You see? We became rivals for a reason!
That is true.
All according to plan.
You see? This
alright,
is why
so
we became rivals, for this express purpose.
how are you gathering info first?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Mind meld.
I literally just...
Hey, little voices, can you go find Ben for me, please?
I'm just in the corner, and everyone's like,
Go ahead. Ask
okay,
the
and they're
voices
like,
where Ben
"Oh,
is.
Please do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Go for it.
calling to
She does.
calling to them.
Go
in
ahead
her, in her little
and,
head, she asks the voices where Ben is.
Because they know the
Um,
voices.
why don't you roll me empathize?
Please,
And I'll give you an extra dice.
I would love this so much if this worked. Please work.
Please work.
Please. Let Ben hear her.
Four is one question and a follow-up, I believe.
It is one question and a follow-up. So
For free?
and you also get to ask,
For
where's
free?
my rival? What are they doing for free?
And that was for
Um,
free.
That one is
Thank
for free. You hear them say, "The Firebird, 5 floors down."
Okay. Oh, I know this
What are
isn't
they
a
doing?
fucking question. I don't fucking care. Let me have this. The next question she's gonna ask is, "Can I talk to Ben through you, through these voices, through you?"
You're God. I think you should do it.
I'm gonna roll for it. That's a 6. You kind of feel your eyes cross, and there's like a double vision happening. You see.
Dottie? Are you
Everyone
around me?
watches
That is your thing. This is a
This is important. Sorry.
just
And with one eye you see into the past, and one eye you see into the future.
No!
You see the lair in front of you, and you also see this tiny room with Ben on a cot that he is chained to.
Oh my god. Okay. Ben? She's gonna try and talk to them?
Ben, you do hear Dottie's voice, but you look around and you don't see anything.
First my dad, and now the love of my life. What the fuck else do you want from me? Hello?
hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Ben, are you alright? No, that was a stupid question. What the hell? Where, do you know where you are? Or how you got here?
No. Are you also here to help me?
Yeah, of course I'm here to help you.
Pricing.
Why?
Because you've been really angry at me, and I've been angry at you. And I chose safety over my friends. So if this is really you, I have no reason to believe why you would actually come save me, being that all I've done is hurt every single one of you since you've met me, so.
You? That's all I do. That's it. That's all I do is hurt the people I love, and I fucking hurt you. Twice.
Well, voice in my head that sounds like Dottie. I'm not gonna unpack that.
I'm not a voice in your head, it's me. Really, I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I somehow managed to use the voices in my head to contact you.
Maybe it's connected, or maybe I'm just going insane. Either way, It was nice to hear you again. If you are real, tell Dax I love him. And if he wants Simon, he can just come here. That's the physician that's taking care of me currently.
Hey, remind me how much you told everyone about Simon.
Everything.
Okay, great. Like, the doctor that
Yep.
has you right now?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I know where you are.
I am.
Why?
Anyway.
Why?
Anyway. I'm glad you know where I'm at. Because I don't.
Oh god.
I mean, I hope you're proud of me. I did manage to get the drugs out of my system, or at least the IV.
Ben, you can't give up. All right? We're gonna come get you.
Okay.
You can feel the connection kind of tightening, but you do get one more question before it snaps from the
I have to pick
voices in
from
your
a
head.
Goddamn list.
Yeah.
And a follow-up.
No, the
I think that was
follow-up
the
was
follow-up was
yeah,
this.
the follow-up was talking to Ben.
Understood.
Sorry.
Yes, chef?
How can I gain an edge here?
Simon. You hear the voices say, "Find Simon." And then you feel the connection snap, and you no longer see Ben nor hear him. And your eyes unclose.
Everyone just watched as Daddy just went, huh? For like a good 5 minutes.
You good?
I talked to them
The voices?
because we both have voices. I was able to talk to Ben. Just now. I know where he is. Don't look at me like I'm crazy.
No, I'm okay. Like, where?
It recites what God told me.
Firebird, 5 floors down.
Yeah.
All right.
You're muted. Danny, you're muted. Danny, please.
Sorry. Would we know what that means?
Phoenix is also known as the Firebird in many cultures. But as far as most of you are aware, there are no subterranean floors in Phoenix HQ.
All right, okay, sure.
I'm just saying what is common knowledge.
Vaughn is a pro at hacking fucking elevators. We'll see about that. Well, does that mean I don't have to fucking break in and go find out?
No.
Okay.
How much time do we have left?
Oh, right. I also... Dax is with Pyra and Tennille again, and they want to help.
Okay.
Okay, well, what's that face?
What the help?
Make a distraction? I don't know.
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
If a majority of the enforcers were called to a distraction somewhere, that would leave Phoenix HQ wide open, wouldn't it?
One would hope.
So we would need a distraction big enough to call in multiple enforcers.
Right, so like blowing crap up.
And having a threat dangerous enough to require multiple.
Yeah, you're gonna cause some problems and you're just gonna like need to be okay with it.
Where did you say that?
We can help as well. Revna is there as well. We want to get Ben out as much as the rest of you, so if there's anything we can do to help, we will.
Well, I was supposed to meet Dax at 6 a.m., so what time is it now?
Help.
Midnight.
So we sleep until then.
That's a lot of time.
I don't know if I'm gonna sleep all that time.
You should at least try. And the Veritas group go to their various bunks to catch some Z's. And you all worry and or sleep. But before dawn comes, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thanks for joining us. It was something. We'll see what something happens next time. I'm sure there will be many explosions. But until then, have a good week. We'll see you then.